Hi. Um, I've had a lot of decisions to make lately, and I haven't been sleeping well because of the decisions that I'm trying to decide on. And I think I finally came up with an answer. I'm not going to share it yet, but I have a plan. And in order to make my plan work, I have to put it in writing because otherwise I'll forget. So I gathered up these little things. I've been cleaning out my craft storage area, and that was a big challenge because I had to take everything out of a closet and then put other stuff in the closet and then rearrange everything. I'm not done yet, but oh my gosh, what a job. Well, what started it all is I've been thinking and worrying and everything, and yesterday I didn't feel very good. So I was drinking licorice tea, which helps my digestive system. And I just happened to look at the tea tag yesterday, and it said, steadiness comes from character and commitment. And that really is true. It really does. So commitment is what I need. I need to commit to what I'm doing. I've been afraid to commit to anything mainly because of my age, and now I know that has nothing to do with anything. So yeah, so this is going to be part of my plan today. I found this piece of paper that I had apparently made a while. To be creative, one must play, try to learn something new every day, and I have been, and be happy. And I have been doing this. And I have moments of happiness, but I know that this is what's bringing me happiness right now, is being creative. I love mandalas, and I love this type of stencil, so I believe this was a Kleenex box or tissue box, whatever. So I am going to put this in here. I could stencil it on, but since I already have this would make an excellent pocket. Then I also have this, which is has a lot of meaning to me. It was given to me, but the little boy and little girl has meaning for me. When I was very young, I had a friend who was a neighbor, and his name was Richard. And we were very best friends. We played together and whatever. And my parents moved when I was, I don't know, 5 or 6. And I think I was 6 because I remember going to school. So yeah, I was probably 6 when we moved away, and I never saw him again. And over the years, while doing genealogy and other things, I have tried to find him to see how he's doing, and I was never successful. I thought I was going to find him this summer. I was able to get in contact with some family members, but unfortunately they weren't in contact with him either. So yeah, so it's still part of the journey, I guess, because I found this today. And even though this card was given to me by someone else, it still has meaning. This really kind of told me to take note. In the last few days, I have been working on the craft storage and trying to make that mess a little bit more not just organized, because I knew where everything was and everything, but I wanted it done in a different way, because there was some things that I was having trouble getting to because I would have to pull stuff out to get to it, and I'm trying to eliminate that chore. And then I saw this as well. This was on a pick that I had, and it just says Bloom, or Bloom Room, but I just want the bloom part of the sticker. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that. So the old saying, bloom where you're planted. I think all of these have a message for me. So these things here were parts of these gnomes that I made, and so I'm just going to put them in there just to emphasize creativity, I guess. I think that's how I'm going to do it. So, and then this one here, I got a cat toy for my kitty, And it's a little long, but it's not too long. I don't know if I really want that on there because it's bent, you know. Maybe not. I'll just cut it off here, and I'll use the other end since it has the dark purple. And I can put it anywhere I want, and then I can put something here if I want. So that works. Oh, that was dumb. Their tag is crooked. Oh my God, I didn't even notice. Well, maybe I'll cut it here. There. Okay, so I can do it that way now. Okay, I didn't even notice. I didn't pay any attention that this was crooked. Okay, so this I also found yesterday. Eat more cake. And that's all about life. It's about, you know, just enjoying life. You know, if you want a piece of cake, eat that piece of cake. If you want to have something more that's in your life that you've enjoyed, then do that again. That's all that means. And apparently I did start something in this journal, but I didn't complete it. I don't see anything else. So all I'm going to do today is I'm going to do something with the cover. I think I'm going to use this. I don't know. I think I'm just going to cut this piece off because I really don't want to damage this one. I really like it. It really says a lot. I could put that one there, or I could put this one here. No, I think I'm going to put this one here. This one has meaning for me, so I think this is the best plan. And then I can use this one and just put it in here, be happy. Yeah, so that's going to go on the inside. I just wanted to be sure if this was what I wanted. If I put it in, though, it'll go down too far. So I could cut this one and put this on there. I could do that. And then I could put this one on here. And that's okay because it all goes together. Yeah, I think I like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line just to keep, I have a cutter, but it's on the other side of the room, and I just don't feel like going all the way over there to do that since I am in this mode. This is fine. And then I'll put that there. So you can just get a Dollar Tree journal. You don't have to spend a lot of money on something. This one I'm going to actually use. So, yeah, I don't really need, I mean, I could tear the edges and all that, but I don't really want to. I think I just want to do it this way. And I can leave this side open to tuck things in if I want to, and I just may. Instead of doing it from the top. I could see my pencil line. I didn't want that. Okay, so here is what I will do with it. I will put it there. I will not. I'm going to put this here to remind me because I do get carried away sometimes with glue. Okay, I do have some tape. I may just do that. That would make it faster and it would dry. It doesn't need. Okay, I went and got my tape. And then I realized there was this on the back. It's not what we have in life, but who we have in life that matters. And this is absolutely true. And you know, that would be perfect also. And I hate to cover that up. So maybe this would be my first page. And I could actually put that on the bottom here. Put it up here, down here. But this is so true. And I could definitely put that in there. And remember, this is just my daily thoughts on what I am working in my head on, ideas and whatever. Yeah, this is the hardest part because I like both sides. I like the simplicity of the one side, but I also like that saying. So I'm going to do this. So, if you ever do any journals, you can do, take cards and take them apart. Everybody gets cards. Not as many as they used to years ago, but people still buy cards. And, instead of throwing them away, then you can actually use them in your journaling. Because they all have a message, and usually it's, very heartfelt. So, and the money's already been spent. When you're doing cards and scrapbooking and all that kind of stuff, you get caught up in buying all the ephemera and all that stuff, and it's really not necessary. You can do as much as you want and never buy a thing. It just depends on what your goal is. Okay, for some reason I'm having trouble getting this backing. Oh, there we go. I got it this time. I had a lot of ephemera. I had a lot of stuff, and plus I was using, things to recycle and all of that, and it just got to the point where I did more with recycled things than I did the actual bought things. And maybe that was true with a lot of other people. That's probably why they stopped having so many things available for scrapbookers. And of course, most people have, well, I shouldn't say most, but a lot of people have electronic cutting machines and all of that. So it could just be that they weren't making any money. Okay, I knew I would do it backwards, but that's quite all right. It is what it is. When you have dyslexia, you tend to do that more often than not. So, okay. I wanted it here, but it's going to be back here. So this right here is something I can write on. So I am going to write on there that I'm going to put the date and my plans. Okay? So then this one just says be happy, because, unless you're completely alone, I'm alone all the time, but unless you're completely alone where you have no one, this really does say it all. I don't think I like that. All right, so then also this one says bloom, and I like that message, so I'm going to put it on there. Okay, boy, is that ever crooked. And I can't spend a whole lot of time on this because I got to finish my project in the storage room, and then I got to go out and blow leaves. Never thought I'd be having to do stuff like that. I mean, I've always done yard work, but I'm not sure how I'm going to get that off of there. It's just a lot of work. And being in a 55 plus community, you'd think it would be a little easier, but it's not. What I like about it is it's quiet. People tend to just do their own thing and leave you alone. So that's good. I cannot get that off there, so I am not going to fuss with it. So what was I going to do with this? I had a plan for this, didn't I? I think I'll put it right there because if you do these things, you will bloom. So I'm just going to use that as my thought for the day, or, you know, the reason that I'm doing this little journal here. And I'll probably glue things in it, but it'll be mostly for my ideas and what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, I'm not saying anything about it yet because I've got a lot of work and planning to do before I can even make an announcement. And since my channel is very small, there's probably some that know me very well. Oh, jeez. This tape must be getting old. I thought I had it, you know, completely off of there, but I don't. So the adhesive must be sticking to the film more than it should. I don't remember it being this hard to get off. So I guess I better use it. Use it or lose it. So I have something all ready to go. And I just didn't like that. I gotta have a little bling. I love having a little bit of bling. Every room will have bling in my house. My house is not fancy, but I have a chandelier with crystals on it. It's multicolored. I have a chandelier in my office. I have a chandelier in my bedroom. I have one out in my mini museum. So I want the bling. And the reason I want the bling is because it just brings a little sunshine in your life. You know, it just sparkles and it looks awesome. And that's just who I am. It's not for everybody, but it's for me. You know, I mean, I have them outside. I made hanging basket lights, solar lights, and I had vintage crystals from lamps. I had a big chandelier one time, and I took all the crystals off. And so I made that. I made 3, actually, for my yard. And then I made one for my neighbor, because he loved it. He was so excited to see it, so I made him one. It just, when the sun catches it, it just sparkles. Okay, I like that. So I can put this here, but I don't want to. I think I'm just going to let this dry, and I will stick it in here, like that. So I can put this one on here. I have this piece of that's kind of pretty. You know, you just want to layer things. You don't have to do it this way, but I like it. Okay. So I can glue that. And this isn't glitzy, but this is glitzy. Does it matter? No. You can do whatever you want. It's yours. You know, you have a little glitzy with farmhouse, or a little glitzy with nature. You know, you can have a very pretty yard with, you know, all farmhouse stuff, and have a little fancy chandelier out there, just because. Okay, that can go that way. I like that. I like that. And then this can go on there. Or it could go up here. I kind of like that. Just be happy. I like that. I think that is going to stay. So I could put that on there just as a crown. That could go on there. I think I'm going to leave that for the tag. All right, so I'm going to trim this up just a little bit. It's just a little bit too wide for my taste. I can do that. Yeah, that's good enough. So I'm using mixed media glue. It's similar to, it's just an acetone-based glue. So it dries quickly, and it doesn't, or usually doesn't, make the paper wrinkle or anything. So I kind of try to use that as much as possible. Okay, so now like this, I'm going to just go over the just the edge. Don't need too much of it. Maybe I'll do one in the middle. There we go. The thing with these, any kind of acetone glue, you need to make sure that lid goes right back on. When it starts getting hard to get out of the bottle, or if it starts blooming, then you need to put a little bit of acetone in it. Usually a bottle like this, I've probably put acetone in it a couple times. It's about this far, and it's starting to feel a little bit thicker. So probably in another week or two I'll have to put a little bit in there. That looks really cute. I like that. So now, because it is winter time, I could put this on there. It's pretty, it's glitzy. Do I want that? I don't know. Do I want it? Nah, I don't think I want that one, but I will find something to go on top of there. Something glitzy. This is gold. I like gold and silver together. That looks pretty, but I don't think that's what I want. Okay. So the only thing I haven't used is this. I have a plan for everything else. I just didn't use that. Okay, let me get the trash out. Okay, so this is good. Glue is dry. So that's going to go in there. So now what I need on the inside, I need something on the inside. Yeah, I wish that was not like that. Yeah, that's got glue on it, so I'm going to leave it. I can go ahead and put this in here, and that would be a little pocket. I think I will. That's what I'm going to put there. I'll put that there for the pocket. I can add lace or whatever in another session. This is just to get started. Now, when you're using cardboard such as this, you will have to make sure that you get enough on it. Not, you know, don't overdo it, but you want to make sure that there's enough because this stuff dries really fast. And I'm going to use this line down here to place it. And then all I have to do is, you know, just put something on here to hold it. Now, truly, these kind of theme books, they don't hold up very well to heavy pages or gluing, so I'm not going to do too much of that. But I think when I come up, have an idea or something that's important, I'll stick it down in this little thing. So what could I do with this? What do I have? What can I do? Well, I do have this. So once this is dry, of course, then I would put that in there. Okay. Well, I'm going to let this dry for a minute. And then I'm going to cut this piece off because I really can't stand that it's crooked. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. Well, I could just do that. I have tag punches, but there's no reason why you can't just do that. So then the back part, it needs to have something on it because you don't want to see the, what do I have? Do I have anything else to do? Do I have a napkin? I don't think I have a napkin. No, I don't. Oh, I do. I do. It's Halloween, but who cares? Let's see what else I got in here. I got that one. That's not Halloween. Okay. These, I had a whole container full of napkins, Halloween napkins, and then there was a bag of just odds and ends. So this will work. So let's see. Do I want that in the center? I do. I do like that. Maybe like that. Maybe. I don't want to ruin that. Oh, that would work right there. And I'll save the medallions for another time. Okay, that'll work. So I need some glue. Okay, I am going to glue this. This is just school glue with water. And I've used a lot of it. The jar was full, so I've been using it for a long time. I can't really do journals that much anymore because of my allergies, but little things like this are not a problem. So, I am thinking that is a good spot. May not be 100% perfect, but all right. See how pretty. Okay, so that has to dry. And I should have had some baker's paper there, but I didn't. I forgot about it. So I got a little bit of glue residue, but that's okay. I got it. All right. It looks good. It looks good. I mean, you can see the barcode and you can see writing through it, but it doesn't really matter. That's all part of, you know, using stuff. Oops, it's not plugged in. Okay, all right, I gotta put my brush in water. Well, I'll just put it in this for right now. Wrap it up. It'll keep it moist until I can get to the. I'm gonna plug it in and. Okay, that's not plugged in. Oh, I have the wrong. Oh, okay. I got the wrong one. Of course. Why not? There we go. Okay, it's as dry as it's going to get. for now. So all I'm going to do is take the sander. I should have got a new sanding block, piece, but I didn't. So I just want to be able to get that off of there. You can use a nail file. I just happen to have this one, so. Oh, there we go. And usually you would cut this off. I was just being lazy. Cut it off and, you know. I was just being lazy. Trying to get this finished so I can upload it. Well, it still feels cold to the touch, you know, where I glued it. So it's not dry. So you don't really want to do this while it's wet, but I just want it to be, so I can show you. I've got other things planned to do today, so I need to get my butt outside and get it done. I've got to come up with a way to use a dolly or something for the blower. Well, actually, it's more of a vacuum with a bag on it. It's electric. I can't handle the gas stuff, so and it's, you know, kind of heavy for me, so I'm trying to come up with a way to make it easier for me to use. Yeah, it's not dry enough, but that's okay. It's just for me. Nice and smooth. But if you can see it, you can still see the barcode, some writing and everything, but that just gives it some interest. If you don't want that, then you'll have to put paint it or something to get it however you want it. But anyway, that's an easy tag. And I see one more little piece here. If it's not completely dry, you will have to trim it a little bit probably. But it gives it a much nicer edge if you use the sander or nail file or whatever you have. So anyway, I just used a little piece of this, and I can still use some more. Cut that off. And I will just continue to use this in this little journal that I have. And so when I come back to it, then I'll have something to put on there. That's very pretty. So I gotta wait till it's dry, but I can definitely use it for that. And but I'm not going to put it in there until it's completely dry. So now the only thing I have to deal with is this, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I could, if I'm writing something, I could put it in there like that. And leave the little tails and stuff. That gives it some personality. I might just do that. That looks pretty cool. Just let it hang out there. So I'm just going to wait on this one because this has to dry anyway. So I'll do those later. But this is all I'm going to do today anyway. I just wanted to cover the front. I'll take this off. I won't decorate every page. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but I'm only going to decorate what I'm going to write on. You know, like if I'm making a list, I want the whole pages, so I'll maybe skip a few, put things in there, and then maybe make another page. Maybe as decisions are made or some kind of goal has been reached, then I'll do a page. So these things can be done any way you like them. You don't have to do every page or every other page. There's just no rules. So, but anyway, that's it. This is the start of something new. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Well, welcome to my mess, but I was in the process of making some crafts for Christmas, and then I knew I needed to write in this journal, and this is the journal that I made the other day. I'm not going to say what my plans are because I'm still not 100% sure. But what I'm going to do with this is, since it is a journal, I am going to use this envelope. It's a bit big, but that's all right. I'm going to cut this off. And it doesn't have to be completely straight. I don't really care. So I'm going to cut it there. I can use that as a pocket somewhere. So it's a little long for here, but it's not too long for there. So which way do I want it? Usually you slide in this way, so I'm just going to see if it'll fit here. It covers that up, and I don't really want to cover that up. So I have to close this part anyway, so that's all right. So I'm going to go ahead and use my mixed media glue. And what I want to tell you about this glue is, and I thought I took all that extra glue off, but this is what happens. Oh, let me get my pliers. That will help. I can open it up with pliers. It is one of the problems with some of these glues is I'll use these scissors instead because I don't know where the pliers are. I don't feel like digging in there. So I have these really cool scissors, and I do use these a lot. Yeah, that's not how I wanted it. That's what I want. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm guessing it's going to. So yeah, I must have had, yeah, that's what it is. I had a little bit there, which is fine. Just have to be careful how you undo it. So what I want to do is just go ahead and glue this piece back together. And what this one is getting low as far as how much glue is in here. So when it gets to that stage and it's a little thick, then you need to put a little bit of acetone in there, which I will today. I'm not going to screw it on. I'm just going to stick it on because that will help it. And I can further embellish this if I want to. But I usually don't do this stuff at this desk because I have a different desk on the other side of the room set up for this type of work. So yeah, it doesn't really matter which way I do it. I'm just going to go ahead and put it here. Yeah, that's where I'm going to put it. I made a short intro using this photo. This was made a long time ago. And, oh gosh, this was back in probably 2016 or 17. I just love doing this type of work, so I thought, well, I just wanted to use something that I already had. I didn't want to have to make something new just to do this. Now what I need is markers or something. So just let me get a few markers. Okay. I forgot I bought this stencil, I don't know, a week or two ago at the Dollar Tree. And any pizza is a personal pizza if you believe in yourself. But I only want to use this. And I really don't want to paint. So I'm going to just use my markers. And then if it bleeds through, then I'll just go around it. It doesn't really matter. This is a personal journal. It's not something that, you know, I'm going to... Okay, let's get this out. I just have to make sure that whatever I do in this journal, you know, isn't wet. Because it's just paper. It's not, you know, it's not Let's see, I think I like that. So, believe in yourself. I think I'm just going to go around it with a pencil. It does not have to be perfect. This is a really soft, squishy stencil, so, and my pages are not flat. I have things on other pages, you know, that's lumpy. So I'm just going to do this. I do like the sentiment because this is something I have struggled with my entire life due to external sources. But as I grow as a senior and widow, and I do try to heal myself in many ways, spiritually, physically, mentally, I realize, you know, the person that did this to me, or more than one person actually, took advantage, and I let that rule my life. And I refuse to do that anymore. I still have days, but I realize that I stayed in situations because I didn't know how to get out of them. I didn't know what I could do to fix it, you know. I mean, I did therapy, I did all kinds of things, but that too was something I allowed someone else to dictate to me whether I should do therapy or not. At first it was that person's idea, then they didn't like the outcome. So everything I've done in my life has made me stronger, and I'm not perfect, but I think as I look back, I allowed myself to stay stuck, and it's easy to fall into that. And it's because when you've been gaslit, when you've had, you know, things happen to you like that, you tend to do that, and that's not so bad, not really. You can learn from it. You can survive it. Okay, now I've written all this. I hope with all my heart that this does not bleed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these. This is a permanent marker, and I'm just going to put a heart up here. And does it bleed? Yes, it does. So that one is not going to work. So is this one going to work? Let me do another one. Let's make sure I don't cover anything up. That one doesn't, so I guess this is what I'm going to use. That one does not bleed. So the message today is to believe in yourself. I have to believe in myself, that I am still able to have a good life, regardless of what other people have done to me, regardless of how old I am, my situation. There are people with it a lot worse than me, and so I am grateful that I am still able to do lots of things for myself and for others. I get caught up sometimes in the unfairness of it all, but then on the other hand, my life is pretty good compared to some other people, and I just have to remember that when things get me down. It's been a rough week. So it'll be 3 years since my husband passed away, and he was definitely the love of my life, my soulmate, my best friend, and he always wanted me to believe in myself, and he believed in me. And so I need to believe in me as well. I get down, I get to a point where I'm not sure of myself. I avoid things because you know, I don't want to make mistakes. But that's life. We all make mistakes. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. And I know this deep down, but when it comes to yourself and how you see life and live it, sometimes it's really hard to believe in it. And I admit, I have kind of wallowed in grief for a while. I try not to, but I do. I admit it. Does that make me a bad person? No. Because I'm human. I have feelings. So that's the message today, to believe in yourself. Or for me, to believe in myself. I can do this. My brain was really struggling after the COVID long haulers. But I just keep trying and just keep moving forward, and it is working. Okay, my favorite color is purple. So I've done purple, but I think my second favorite is teal. This is kind of a greenish color. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this one. I think it's more green than teal, but it sure looks pretty. I don't really care for green other than, you know, grass and gardening. But I'm starting to like it. I'm starting to like greener colors and even blues. I've always had an aversion to blue from an experience that I had when I was a child. Blue just brought everything back. So, should I do the second myself? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my and an arrow in this color. Believe in myself. So the next color, well, let's go ahead and do this blue. It's a very dark blue. I don't mind jewel colors, dark colors. I don't mind that in the blues. I just don't like pastel blues unless it's up in the sky. But this one I like. This one's good. Now that I put it down, I like it. I've had to make a lot of changes in my life. Some were good, some were not, but you know, everybody has to go through it. So I wrote down 2 pages of things that I've done in order to grow, and that's what's behind this, and the reason why I made this short. And I like making videos. I always have. I was the videographer for the family. You know, I was rarely in any of the videos or pictures because I was always the one behind the camera. So, yeah, I'm getting some paint on my hand, but that's all right. I don't care if it makes a mess. It just proves that I did it. There we go. Believe in yourself. So then I can add, you know, some flowers, some birds, whatever. Let's hope. And it did not go through. How amazing is that? Well, that was dumb. But I don't care. It's fine. It is fine. So believe in yourself. And then right here, I will put this down. And then put this in there, and then, you know, it just kind of goes together, and it gives my book, my little journal here, a little bit of room between the, this really makes it thick, hard to hard to get through that. So, yeah, see, I'm just making a mess all over. That's okay. All right, so now I need to glue this down, and I'm just going to go ahead and use this again. I'm going to go all the way to the top, but I'm only going to go to the envelope here below the opening. And I could leave the one end open for a double tuck spot, but I don't want to. I am going to just have this down here. It will line up to that bottom thing, just like that. Then I will be able to put this picture in here. So I will know, you know, that this page, that I actually completed something that was in my list of things. And I actually did more, but I haven't got those printed out. So I'm going to go ahead and do the purple hearts. Purple hearts are for bravery and courage. And I recently learned it's also for Alzheimer's. Well, I don't believe I have Alzheimer's, but I know several people that have Alzheimer's, and it's really sad. Really sad. All right, I'll erase any of the random pencil markings just because I don't like them. Other than that, it looks pretty good. This piece. Let's see. That's unfortunate, but you know what? Who cares? It really doesn't matter. So now, yesterday I had some more of my Yogi Egyptian licorice tea. And it says, the beauty of the soul is constant, continuous, and endless. And I am going to put that right there. Because my husband thought I was beautiful. And so this is just like a little nod to him. He was my soulmate, for sure. Okay. Get that off of there. And you know, I've used this tea for a long time, and I never knew that these things were written on there. Huh. How fun. Because he had a beautiful soul. So that's why this is here. There. So that's there. And I'm putting that there because he used to tell me to believe in myself. And so that's a little nod for him. And yeah. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to leave this open for a little bit, but, you know, to make sure it's 100% dry because I already messed it up there. But that's all right. I mean, it's for me. It's not like I'm going to sell it. So now, I've actually completed 5 days of this. And now, once this is dry, I can continue on because I have a bunch of things that I need to document that I've done. And, you know, like today, I just made a short video of Bella, put it on YouTube. That's something else. Bella. Oh, one of the things about being, you know, an artist, a creative, a maker, a crafter, whatever you want to call us, is usually you have so many ideas. You don't just stick with one, and I sure don't. I have a lot of interests, and I have done a lot of different things: art, crafts, flower arranging, woodworking. I've done so much, it's not even funny. So anyway, this one here, this came, I think, yeah, it says 50 cents. I can really relate to this, and it said, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Ralph Waldo Emerson. And you know what? That is so true. So true. I'll take that off later, but I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put this unless I just put it here and let this be my bookmark, but it's kind of heavy duty to be a bookmark. I don't know, but I really like it. I could put it here. because this really doesn't, I'll think about it. I do like it. This is a little odd, but this says instinct, perceive, action, observe, talent, discover, and genius. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know if this is for this book. Be happy. Could go up there, I suppose. This could just go here. I could take this off and just put it up there. I'll have to think about it. I'm not going to make any plans on this for right now, but I really love this. Maybe I'll just use it as a bookmark as it was intended. My next page will be, this is dry now, so I mean, it's nothing's happening with that. Maybe I'll just do that. And it's a reminder. Yeah, that's kind of cute, isn't it? I might shorten it because I don't want to cover up all of these cool things. So anyway, this is very cool, and it's here so that I can look at it, and it reminds me to do something. I need something for here. I just don't know what yet. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff. I think I'll wait on that. I think that's going to go in my Buddha journal. So anyway, yeah. I'm happy I did this today. Yay! Thanks for watching. Bye.